Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of EU4 as Palembang. Hopefully soon to be Malaya, but I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be this episode or not. But anyway, we've got quite a bit of rebellions that are springing up because we've got a slight issue with overextension. Partially because we still had some provinces in India that we, of course, did not manage to core before they got sieged down. But we are dealing with these rebellions and... Oh, actually. Automatically won Russia. Oh. Iotai and you have ended. But it's Russia, Estonia, Ainu, Nanai, Oldenburg, and Korchin. That's a peculiar combination. Well, be easy, mate. Oh, there we go. That's another war in India. And that's going to keep Bahmanis taking some losses in this war. Not a whole lot, mind you, but it is still better than nothing. Oh, and who's this? Bortugal war on Kotte. Ah, they're going for the rest of Ceylon. It makes sense. They got a permanent claim there currently. Right, so did we manage to get the troops ready in here? Not quite yet. Soon, though. Soon. There we go. Let's move in there, and since we got the port over there, we don't need to stay here and de-siege. And just win the battle and then move out. That's going to be de-siege automatically. There we go. Nicely done. Portugal wants to go through my lands. No, I'll allow it for now. We'll be going through there one way or another anyway. Ah, right, we could expand the administration again. Although we could try to switch, well, no, I do want to, or I do kind of like the privateers way. Let's see, then there's the formalize the right of re-election. Could increase the max absolutism, maybe, and increase the length of election terms, or frequent elections. Reducing max absolutism and length of election. That'd be one option. Then there's the religion, respect for the sea. That seems like a thing that we still want to hold on to. Having the defensive stance is also not bad for the fort defense and max hostile attrition. War against the world is definitely something we'll hold on to. Regionalism, that governing capacity is very much needed, so we're not going to change that. Economic matters, the open naval services. So naval supplies production is increased. We could... We don't really need to worry about mercenaries really that much. But the bounty hunting is not necessarily a bad one. I'm part of the quartermaster, so naval maintenance motive. Ah. That enables the burghers. Ooh. That could be an interesting one then. That would increase the ship cost, reduce the ship repair, and naval supply production. So I don't know. It's it would be potentially useful. And then having the captains in charge for the heavy ship combat ability, fleet movement speed and all that, that is still very much something that we'll want to hold on to. And then the military principle for reducing separatism is pretty decent. And winning wars gives Private Republican tradition is also quite handy. Although we're currently pretty much maxed out on that. This is interesting for the morale of armies, is nice. Having the ability to raise provinces could also be interesting. But the land hotline, that says manpower recovery, which is handy in a way. Yeah, extended suffrage, that's the Diplo-free policies, +1. There's the Pirate Council as well. Naval's Parliament. You know what, actually, if we had Parliament, we would be able to... Yeah, I'm going to switch to that. Because we can now start a golden era if we want to. Although, I suppose, first of all, we need to get the seats of Parliament. We need 24 seats. I have no debate in Parliament either. Okay, so let's start figuring this out. We'll probably want to have one seat in Palembang, at least. Seems like a reasonable idea. Then maybe another one in... Actually, let's have a look at the Centre for Trade first. I suppose it does need to be within... states currently, so we'll start with that. Then we can get one over here. We can get one in Sulu. We won't have a whole lot of absolutism, or at all really, but that's alright. We can get one up here. I guess we'll put in one in Mangala. There's going to be a lot of these in Australia, but eventually, once we move our capital and Australia becomes a colony, we'll need to reassign a whole lot of these, but that's alright. At least we can get things started initially and then go from there. That's quite a bit already. How much do we have now? We've got 12. Oh, they'll be assigned automatically. Okay. You know what? I'm actually just going to allow them to do automatically then. We'll start a debate. Let's see, fund expansion bureaucracy, advisor cost goes down, autonomy change, reform process growth, or base production in one province. I mean, it's not the worst. Civilization and settlement policies, alright, so that's cultural conversion. Inquisitor advisor. A little bit cheaper advisor, and that would get an extra missionary and all that. Don't think we need to go for that one. Could get another colonist. For a little while. Rest metal sailor, issue letters and mark. Strategy efficiency, ooh. That could be useful. You know what, yeah, we'll go for that one. Oh, and then we need to potentially ignore corruption or something. We could try and maintain... Oh, right, actually, yeah. We'll go with the inflation initially. That's already 75%. We're going to actually afford losing a bit of that. So there we go. So that's a bit of extra privacy efficiency. Let's... Oh, alright. That's another revolt over here. Let's keep him Bahmanis busy. Eventually, they probably will take the white peas. I will, well, not really enforce, but I'll try to slowly get to them. Oh, and there we go. That's going to be 14% less overextension shortly. Still a lot required in here, though. Oh, what's that? Somalia declared war on Uganda. Oh. Right, so down here. We do still need to eventually conquer Kilwa as well, just for the heck of it. Now, we did have some goals for this series, but I think forming Malaya is the primary one. We'll still try to see if we can't stop some of the slavery around the world eventually. Oh, okay, war shortened. Oh, that's not good. There we go. That's another core done. Now, it's going to be costly still for getting the rest of these. Yeah, we'll let the seats be assigned automatically. I don't really care too much right now. But then, can we... Oh yeah, we can start the golden era. It's 50 years. It's going to be almost at the end of the game. Yeah, we'll go for that. At last, the golden era of piracy at 1741. Ah, right, that's... Oh, Solomon Islands is also having a revolt. Okay. I guess, we'll have to do, probably, is split these up. One army goes there. And the other army goes to Solomon Islands. Deal with those revolts as quickly as possible. I think we should be able to deal with those. Oh, right, that is increased by the workshops a little bit. There's only a few points though, I'm not overly concerned by that. And the edict over here for encouraging development, we can probably go ahead and take that one away for now. Save us a bit more cash. So what are we looking at? Oh, we're actually making money now. Because, yeah, corruption is still increasing, but I'm sure that that will improve slowly. And did we already start? Yeah, we started the battle in Solomon Islands already. We'll go ahead and get these troops now back in with the rest of the troops heading down here. But yeah, the overextension is now finally dropping at least. And having the parliament is going to allow us to get the liberticide reduction sooner. Which will actually be kind of handy. There we go, that's the second revolt dealt with. So, Bahmanis, you still don't want to take a white piece? Nope. Well, I suppose they do have the ticking war score still on their side for a little bit, although I think they're getting pretty close to... Yeah, no, it's already maxed out, actually. So they won't get any further. Oh, separate sentiment. Ah, well, that's in our areas. Down here, that's not good. We've got these armies at least, which we can combine again. Combine that fleet. We'll keep on fighting. Well, fighting might be a bit of a saturation in here, but you know what? That's fine. Ooh, spy network in Bahmanis is quite a bit. What are they offering? They want few provinces and overship over Waijaha. No. What we're gonna do... Can we support rebellions? We could. Oh. Artilleries would be a bit expensive. Would it be worthwhile getting a loan for this? Probably not, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, particularists. Well, efficiency 125%. So, that should be pretty good. Who knows, maybe those will fire soon. Because they must be taking quite a bit of war exhaustion and whatnot as well because of the blockades. They got 1.5, so about the same as we do. But their enthusiasm is low at this point. Not low enough, mind you, but it's low. Oh, I think the... Right, we lost the capability against Portugal for the trade-related things. Ah, that reminds me. Let's raid Bengal briefly. Any other places that we could raid right now? Oh yeah, there's a little bit Ayutthaya, among other things. I guess we can go out and send this off to do a bit of the raiding. Do a little bit there. A little bit in here. Then we'll go to the bay and do it in there, so we don't have to click the button as often. There we go, that's another 59 ducats. And then let's head off to you to raid them again. Oh dear, we lost one of the generals. Well, luckily we got some mill points available. Let's double check the... Right. So, let's try another one. 2101. I mean, at least there's a siege prep. So it's not too bad, I suppose. But we actually... I suppose the raiding did give us a bit of money, and we're going to be getting more over here. So 61 ducats. And we'll get some more over here. It's not necessarily a huge amount, probably another 60 or so ducats. Hey, Paco wants a core now. Okay, 70 ducats. Even better. Or we could do raiding in Korea and Japan. Well, well, well. That's 190 ducats right there. And what about Japan? And another 93 ducats. Alright then. Get these back in to Stranger Johor. And no, we still can't start core in the next area. Okay then. Now, is there no rebellion in Bahmanis yet? I wonder how massive the revolts are going to be once they do fire. Because usually particularists tend to be quite substantial. Now, actually, we are still making money. We don't have a lot of cash right now, so what we'll probably want to do is wait for a little bit, and then once the time to repay the loan arrives, which is actually next year, we'll then pay off the smaller of the two loans at least. And maybe at that point we can do a bit more raiding. Actually, oh, yeah, we could do a bit more raiding down here. That's another 80 ducats. Portugal entered into a treaty support independence with disloyal side to Brunei. Okay, another little bit raiding over here. Where's the next rebellion, actually? Sakalawa and Calicut. Well, Sakalawa, I'm pretty sure, is still somewhere in here. But Calicut seems like that would be in India. Oh, no, right. It's Comoros. Okay, well, we could actually switch... or reduce the... Oh, no, we can't reduce the autonomy. Still got too much in there. Okay, okay. Is there any of these buildings that would reduce the unrest by chance? I doubt it. No. But I suppose as the overextension drops, which is still going to take a little while. Actually, that's in December, so it's not that long. But Mane still wants to take a peace deal. No, I'm still not releasing subjects. Oh. Alright, there's the Portuguese War. Imperialism. We caused some fleets already. Did we? No, we don't have the fleet there. Stability cost modifier. You know what? That's fine. We'll maintain the ban. Go out and get this fleet. And get that up here somewhere. Into Comoros. We've got a decent fleet in here already, so it's not too bad. And I suppose this war might then allow us to... Well, yeah, they've still got a lot of stuff there. We are blockading the Vijayanagar, not Vijayanagar, the Bahmanis army is getting into Ceylon. But this could be our chance to capture Ceylon itself. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get the troops slightly closer, maybe up to here. And from there we can transport an army or two in here. Because I don't think they have that much troops in here currently. If we can get to Vanni and seize that one down, we can stop them from getting across. There is a fleet in here. Oh, that's actually 60 ships. Oh, there's going to be a battle in here. That's our trade fleet. You know what? I'm going to go and get one of these admirals in here. That'll probably do. Oh, Bengal's part of this war. Right. Well, that changes things a little bit. But of course, they still need to get to our capital, which is a lot easier said than done. But perhaps it would be pertinent to get these troops out of the mainland side over here in Malaya. But the thing is, if we can take Ceylon from Portugal in this war, which... let's have a look. How much would that cost for us? 33 points. It's quite a bit of extension though, so we need to get through that first before we can realistically speaking do that. But yeah, if we were to take that, that would allow us to then win the war against Bahmanis by allowing them to get like one army at a time across there, and defeat those armies, and then slowly but surely inflict enough casualties to start retaking maybe some of these areas even. But yeah, so we're not in a great situation though, because we're fighting, if we have a look at the diplomat mode, quite large chunks of the world. Almost all of India, among other things. Of course, that has been the case for a while. Well, a good chunk of India was already the case, but yeah, so we'll let us see how we can do this. Oh, Sula, is that now 10 development? Yes, it is. Okay, we can cancel that. And then is there, where else should we... Actually, any more development down here that we could maybe increase? So, admittedly, it'd probably be in already stated provinces, so maybe we'll get one in Bali. There we go, so that will be hopefully doable. Let's get the ships over there. Oh, right, yeah, we've got the small fleet in here. I suppose that is a massive Bengal fleet, which is not trying to even break out from there yet. But that also does mean that the blockades that we're doing on Bengal will give us a lot of money, so we could go out and pay off of that smaller loan now to start making even more money. Oh, and there's the Portuguese fleet over here. Right, this is going to be tricky. Well, that is a massive fleet. Where's the... Right, they've got another fleet in here. That is going to be... Right, yeah. That's going to be caught out in here. Or will be caught out in here, I suppose. But we've got a... Well, actually, no, we'll be losing this battle, aren't we? They are capturing more ships. Oh, and death of a merchant. I was going to take the money. Yeah, we lost a couple ships. That captured 3 of them, but we did sink one of theirs. Ah, so that is... yeah, that's heading in there as well. So that was in here during the start of that battle. So where's the fleet? Ah, right here. I guess we'll go ahead and get that admiral in here. I'm just going to go ahead and bring this into Comoran Cape to keep the fleets in vicinity. I suppose what we could do is... Oh, actually... I know we don't have a leader in here currently. You know what? I'll get another admiral. I know that we're going to have so many of them. You know what? 3, 4, 2, 3 is not bad. And that might actually be a strong enough fleet to even defeat this massive fleet here. With some casualties perhaps, but it's, I think we might still win that. I don't know if they got a flagship in there though, but I suppose that doesn't matter currently. Oh, the fleet. Ooh. Maybe morale speed for 10 years. Right, did we get the troops in here yet? No, not yet. That actually reminds me, we should probably go out and transport these over here as well. So Bengal will probably be able to get to our nation through Diviet, I would imagine anyway. Oh yeah, they allow military access through them already. Now we do at least have a fort in here, which we should perhaps go ahead and put in... Oh no, we don't have a state there, so we can't put the edict there yet. Well, I mean, it's still better than nothing, I suppose, having the fort in there. Still need so much points to call the remaining 2 provinces, though. Right, so yeah, the Portuguese fleet over here might cause some issues, but again, I think we still got the naval advantage overall, even though we're fighting against 3 somewhat sizable navies. As soon as the fleet arrives to the scene, we should be alright. They still haven't tried to even sail out of here, which is a bit peculiar, actually. They've got the numbers, they could probably do that. Oh, well, there we go. Here's the big fleet. I suppose what I'll actually do is I'll get these blockading the Bengali fleet, or Bahmanis fleet, rather, not Bengali fleet. Oh, I can see the Portuguese are down to the south. Yeah, they've got quite a bit in here. Are they transporting troops? No, not yet. One of these is going to the current over here. Okay, where are they going now? Southern Bay of Bengal? Are they locked in yet? No. Can we catch them there? No. Okay, so we'll wait for them to be locked in. Now they are, so we'll catch them in here. It's in the open. So our fleet is pretty darn good. Happiness along peasantry. I guess we'll improve the situation slightly. Yeah, there we go. They're losing a whole lot of ships now. Ah, in the meanwhile, the Ganges Delta, we did get wrecked now. I knew that could happen. But where's the Bengali fleet? It's probably in Arakan Coast currently. Let's go and deal with that. Now that we dealt with the Portuguese... Well, one of the Portuguese fleets. Aha, they are in here indeed. They're going to Andaman Sea. Let's get to Nicobar Islands then. We need to catch that fleet before it causes too much issues. They're going into Greater Malacca already, so we'll catch them there. Oh, and Malabar Coast. Ah, right, the Portuguese broke through there. Okay. Oh, but that's where the... Yeah, they got a bit of the fleet in Ceylon now. Where's the other fleet? Okay, that's going to Nicobar Islands. I don't know where the rest of them are. But, you know what? At least we caught this fleet in here. They are maybe bringing reinforcements. No, they did not. Right, let's go ahead and engage them in here. Oh, right, Brunei got a bit of a fight in there. We've got some ships that are in a bad shape, but I think overall we should still be able to deal a whole lot of damage on them. Yeah, we did. They lost 2 ships. We captured 2, so we must have lost 1 heavy ship in the process. There we go. That's a bit of a victory there. Let's go ahead and... is this the Marine Army? This is the Marine Army. So we'll go ahead and separate the artillery over there. And then we'll have both of these load up into the transport. I'm going to get these into the Comoran Cape. It's a bit safer there. And then we're going to also go ahead and... I suppose this would be another Marine Army, so we'll move the transports there. We'll have these fleets chase down any Bengali fleets that might still be around. On the... oh, right, there's a bit of Portuguese stuff in here. Right, they are going to Zanzibar, but I don't think they'll be succeeding in that. I mean, they might siege it down, yes, but they won't be taking that in the peace deal. I'm pretty sure about that. Right, the Bahmanis. You're not willing to take away peace yet? But yeah, I suppose they are a bit stronger currently. Ah, did they go... Yeah, they're in the port over here. I guess we'll go and take the light ships. Go and repair in the Andamans. Leave the fleet over here for a little bit. But the light ships can then go ahead and do some other work. Maybe even go and start blockading the rest of this again. How far are the... Okay, yeah, no, the troops are still crossing through here. The whole point of this landing is to get the Marines over here into Vanni, siege down the province, we can bring the artillery, and then we can start fighting in here a little bit if need be. They don't have any fortifications in here, so that's actually going to be quite handy. And now we're going to get another province. Oh, there's a missionary over there. Well, I guess we'll start coring the other province then. They got to Zanzibar. We began to siege that one down. How long is this going to take? It's going to take a little while. It's not the worst, but yeah, it's still going to take a while. Oh, the rebellion has fired. Okay, so let's see. There's quite a bit actually in here. Like 160, 170,000 men. Somewhere thereabouts. So, Bahmanis, would you perhaps be... No, you're not interested in the peace deal yet. But you're moving away your troops at least. Oh, revolt at Calicut. Well, that's actually potentially good for us. And there we go, we've sieged down Vanni. Let's get the transport fleet in here. Bring in the artillery finally. And let's go ahead and probably wreck that army in here. Then we can do a bit of carpet siege on this. Okay, well, if you go into the middle of the island, I'll catch you there. But Barney still wants to give us a peace deal, which doesn't seem like it's going to be a good one. Yeah, we still have to end our overlordship over Vital Harbour. That's not going to happen. No. There we go. That's the sack wipe. And we'll detach for all sieges. We'll go for that fleet in there. Get the transport fleet in here for a moment. We'll get the galley fleet over here to blockade the Portuguese. And then we'll just send these out to the various corners. Juice down the rest of that as quickly as possible. Hey, there we go. Rebellion has managed to seize down some stuff. But looks like the particulars are getting beaten back pretty quickly. But again, it's still a bit of a nuisance for the enemy. That's all that counts for me right now. Right, let's actually, instead of sending in the other marine army. We'll send in the proper army, now that we've got a landing point. Oh, there we go, Circus Core, excellent. That should be reducing... Oh yeah, there we go, we're less than 100 extension now. So the unrest should be dropping significantly in a lot of areas. It's not going to be 0, mind you, but it should be less. Right, so let's go ahead and send these off to Ceylon. That way we'll have a bit of troops there. We might be able to defeat some... Oh, hello. Looks like... Oh, Bengal's fighting 2 wars. They're fighting you, Korea, and Liang, and then, of course, helping Portugal against me. Oh, yeah, Bahmanis still has quite a bit of troops. I don't know if 2 armies is going to be enough to fight them off, quite frankly, because they seem to be moving in larger quantities. Mozambique area... Oh, right here, okay. You know what? That's not necessarily the worst, but that could cause some issues down here for the Portuguese. Although, not necessarily that great. Because there's still the... yeah, this might revolt. Bacalao, okay. Yeah, that's that problem. Not too much I can do about that currently. Although, I suppose the overextension dropping down will still help. There we go, we've brought in some more troops. Guess we'll go and help with that particular siege. And there we go. That's most of it already underway. Got a bit of fleet battle in here. We are probably thinking quite a bit of their ships. Oh yeah, that's we captured 6 of their light ships. And they lost the galleys that they had captured from me, I think. And quite a bit of their light ships. They still got the heavy ships though, but I suppose those are going to be pushed out of the port very shortly again. Conflicting opinions. I'll take the prestige hit right now. And there we go. Now they are going to be pushed out over here. And that's... Oh, well, quite a few more ships sank. We captured another 3. And rebels have crossed border. Oh. Sundanese rebellion. Okay. We need more manpower to deal with that. But actually, let's go... Oh, there's a Portuguese fleet up there. Is that just sitting there? It is just sitting there. Okay, I'm going to go after that. Then I'm going to turn around and deal with the Bengal fleet. Where did they go? Okay, can we catch them there? Don't see where they're heading to. Oh no, that's... Okay, the different area. They're all at Kaching. There we go, we caught the Portuguese. There's probably going to be a fleet getting out of the Bengali port over there shortly. So we need to turn around pretty much immediately. And go and blockade them again. There we go, there's a bit more ships away from the enemy. I'm also going to go... Yeah, we'll just send these out. So that there's not going to be battle immediately. Yeah, no, they haven't actually sallied or sailed out of there. Right, they do have a lot of armies in here. The question is, I suppose, will they get their troops in here or not? Also, Portugal, I know that you don't want this peace deal yet, because we don't have enough war score quite yet, but we will eventually. So I don't suppose... Let's actually have a look again. So if we just take those provinces, we still need to have a lot more than what we currently have. They still hold Lisbon as well. But you know what? We're doing alright over here, so I do wonder if they got... yeah, if they get 40,000 men in here. Oh, British Cascadia. Ah, yeah, we're getting a bit more information down here in the Americas. Finally, it's taken a while. Almost everything else is already known to us, but not that area. But yeah, so they've sieged down Zanzibar. That's a little bit unfortunate, but not much I can do about that. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if we haven't already. I'll show you the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.